welcome back to this Money Control live stream. You're watching Closing Bell with me, Nandita, Khemka. Well, what a session it turned out to be. I think clearly Modi magic at play. A marvelous, fantastic. You're running out of adjectives to describe this rally. A 2,500-point rally on the Sensex, 700-point rally on the Nifty. It's been a day of milestones when you look at various sectors. The Nifty Bank Index, Yatin, 51,000, it has toppled that level as well. At one point, we were talking about how 50,000 is being elusive, but here we have 51,000 on the screen when it comes to the Nifty Bank Index. Yatin, till now, of course, the exit poll has indicated at a BJP landslide win, right? But, do you think markets are factoring in 400 seats plus? And do you think up ki bar 24,000 par is something that the market, men can actually look at?
I think, first of all, I'm Yatin Mota and welcome viewers. A blockbuster session for Dalal Street. Strong rally coming in after the exit poll data is indicating that the BJP is all set to sweep the Lok Sabha elections once again. And the NDA should get in excess of 350 seats according to the exit polls. Now, today typically is the day wherein we saw some short covering in the market by FIIs. Remember, they were net short in the future and options segment at the start of the June series. And obviously, given the fact that the poll data is slightly scientific because, a lot of agencies now do the exit polls with different methods. And, most of these exit polls are showing that BJP standalone could be in a majority, much better than last time in few cases. And probably a 350 plus with the NDA should bring up the reforms, quite aggressively. In fact, I was reading all brokerage reports, Nandita, this morning, and everybody was saying that this, Modi 3.0 victory would mean a lot for infrastructure spending, government discipline, fiscal discipline, GST collections could move up, sectors like power, oil and gas should see some more reforms come in. So I think the market today bet on two things. One was the short covering by FIs, and number three, Modi being quite aggressive and getting those reforms done, with his 100-day agenda moving in fast forward mode. So yes, clear, strong momentum, and as Nandita was saying, up ki baar 24,000 par, 24,000 is one magical figure on the Nifty, which everybody would like to see tomorrow. But yes, the counting tomorrow begins at 7 a.m. And the verdict or the probable sense would come in by 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. around that time. So let's hope we have a clean sweep by the NDA because the market probably is expecting that clean sweep to happen in the marketplace.
Right, just to recap today's action, Yatin, quite a few sectors rallied in excess of 3% aside of the Nifty Bank Index. You had volatility also cool off quite a bit, 16% cool off on the India VIX index. PSU stocks, of course, on a tear. The Nifty CPSE index, I think, saw somewhere around a 7% rally. SBI, that was among the top movers. In fact, the market cap there has crossed that 8 lakh crore. Market has even surpassed ICICI Bank. Power Grid 10% up move, 3 lakh crore rupee market cap top there as well. Adani Group of stocks, Yatin, extreme upbeat sentiment there. Adani Group stocks saw a surge of somewhere around 12% or thereabouts. Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports, all of them. And, all round cheer, all of the sectors were trading in the red, in the green, I beg your pardon. Adani Ports, Power Grid, NTPC, SBI, ONGC were only some of the gainers. But let's bring on board our guest for today, Yatin, and understand what to expect tomorrow after, the sizable up move that we've seen today. Joining us rather is Jay Thakkar of ICICI Securities. Jay, great to have you on the show with us here. After today's up move, would you anticipate some bit of profit taking to happen tomorrow, or do you think, as Yatin was mentioning, 24,000 could actually become a reality tomorrow itself?
Hi, good afternoon, Nandita. Well, see, I would say that the index has given a breakout today above the levels of 23,110. Its previous swing high, we saw it in the last month, and we 5 days of correction ahead of the exit polls last week. So after hitting that fresh high, it surpassed 22,800, met 23,100, and suddenly saw that shorts coming in from the FIs and the pressure coming from the FIs, and Now 23,100, being taken off. I think that range Nandita will hold. So even if you see some correction, profit booking from the higher levels should not be much because today's closing is what at 23,100. So what we are looking at is just 300 points down, a crucial support 23,000 to 23,100 range. And on the upside, this move can go until the levels of say 23,600 to 23,800 on an immediate basis. You know, so another 300 to 500 points still pending, I would say, on an immediate basis. So you have a good, decent 1:1, 1:2 risk reward on the long, and if it comes down, I'm sure that you will find a lot of support at the lower levels because those shorts will further cover up, and you see that further buying interest coming from the FI numbers as well. I mean that would be interesting to watch today as well. I mean you see there has been fresh breakouts, Nandita, from the large caps name, from the Nifty 50, may it be Reliance, HDFC, SBI, Ultratech Cement. So the large cap, the Nifty 50 stocks are moving up. So how will Nifty come down much? Yeah, it has gone up quite a lot. I mean, few of the stocks like SBI, Gale, or maybe BPCL, all of them have gone up quite a lot. So there can be some profit booking out there, but then you'll see some buying interest again. So I don't see Nifty going below 23,000 now on immediate basis. Upside, I look at 23,500, 600, and thereafter 23,800.
Right. Jay, what about the PSU banking lot? Stocks like SBI, Bank of Baroda, and in the power sector we had GAIL. In the gas sector we had GAIL, which moved quite strong. Power Grid also doing good in terms of momentum. According to you, which is the PSU which probably would stand tall in this kind of market? Do you think SBI could show some further strength, or probably you would bet something on Power Grid or something like a GAIL?
See, PSUs are many which are looking good. I would say from the medium to long term perspective. I mean, just not from the short term perspective. If you ask me, then ONGC is looking good. I think ONGC is consolidating since a couple of trading months, weeks now. I mean, since March. So since 3 months is that we haven't seen a lifetime high almost. I would say on ONGC on a closing basis. And now ONGC is likely to provide a breakout on the upside. BPCL is already doing good. So BP, HP, IOC, GAIL, oil and gas sector overall is likely to perform good. The refineries like Reliance is likely to go, although that's not a PSU. Apart from that sector, the power sector within which we saw power grid doing good today already. But then from the power sector, I would be liking more of Adani Power, the best, I would say. But then from the PSU, if you have to select, then apart from this oil and gas sector, entire oil and gas sector basket of the PSU is likely to perform quite well for this entire calendar year, remaining part of the calendar year of next 6 to 7 months. I think there's good upside potential out there. So I'm bullish there. From a metal pack, I think metals can do good from here on. And from the banking pack, yes, if I have to be on the bullish side on the banking names, and from the FNO names, it would be Punjab National Bank and Bank of Baroda. I mean, I think these two banks are likely to perform quite well. There is still more upside pending here.
Right. Jay, what about the Adani Group of stocks? I mean, Hindenburg issue is a thing of the past now. We've seen very sharp recovery also coming in across the Adani Group of stocks. Within the pack, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer Adani Ports, or would you say Adani Power is something that one should bet on now?
In fact, Nandita, today Adani Group stocks hit a market capitalization of nearly 20 lakh
20 lakh crore
crores.
rupees, right.
So yes, it was exciting day, and apt to ask, Jay, on which stock in the Adani Group stocks looks good.
Right. Jay, your thoughts?
Stocks are likely to do. If not, then why has Adani Ports moved up quite a lot? Even after the reports that had come from Heidelberg, that point of time it was at around 980,000. Now it's moved to 1,600, so it's almost 60% up from those levels. Adani Enterprise has still not taken off those highs. I think it will take off those highs. I mean, technically, if I tell you that it was a wave 4 correction, which we saw has got over, the monthly momentum indicators are very low. The buy mode on the Adani Enterprise. I think Adani Enterprise is one stock which one should be having for sure. Adani Ports relatively is not that cheaper as that to Adani Enterprise. So this is from the FNO back, but then apart from that, I would say most of the Adani stocks are looking good. I mean, maybe Adani Total Gas. Apart from Adani Wilmar, I mean that is one stock which I'm skeptical whether how much will it move or not. Apart from Adani Wilmar, I think any of the Adani stocks will do good, and I think they'll be back above their all-time highs.
All right, last question really now, Jay. The Nifty Realty Pack has done phenomenally well, under Modi 2.0. If you look at the last 5 years, it has been the top sectoral mover. Do you see more upside in realty stocks? Do you think, now's the time, when it's time to take some profits off the table? And, if you would advise somebody to look at realty stocks now, which one warrants a buy?
Nandita, reality pack you said, right?
Right.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, whether you see Soba developers, this was one of my topic last year. Has gone up quite well and still go. I mean, see, the all-time highs was around 1100, it's still at 2000, but then there can be some correction out there. DLF can see some good upside, I would say, in the short term. So, short term, they're looking good. Maybe, overall reality, if I check, then yes, this has recently done really good, I would say, with good numbers, with good volumes, over the level of 1600. So, that is one stock which is looking good. If I have to select something, then it would be overall reality for sure. And second would be very nice, a good risk reward technically, I would say. So technically, I think Suntech is one stock apart from Oberoi, wherein I think there can be a good upside and the downside looks limited. So the risk reward from here on in Suntech is relatively better than that to any other realty pack names. But then see the stock has not performed post 2018, that much. So we have been seeing that this stock was consolidating within a range of say 500 to around side 200. So that's almost 300 points range that I've seen in Suntech. But I think that the way the entire basket or maybe the entire sector has performed, this stock is likely to provide a breakout from this range, and the risk reward is amazing. So I think that this stock can go above the levels of 1000 as well positionally, kept for an investment point of view. And from a trading point of view, it would be over a reality.
All right, that's the view on the realty pack then. With that, Jay, thanks a lot for taking out time and joining in this afternoon. Of course, we look forward
Thank
to
you.
interacting with you tomorrow, when, it's the D-Day, of course, when the verdict really is, being announced. We will be touching base with you and understanding the texture of the market as well. But well, Yatin, we have come to the end of this edition of Closing Bell. Of course, it's an important day tomorrow,
Absolutely.
the D-Day, so to say. Exit polls have indicated at a landslide win, but interesting to note that the last two times, the NDA or the BJP have got more seats than what the exit
Correct.
poll had thrown up, right? So let's see whether ab ki baar 400 par is something that
Absolutely.
we can
And
expect.
just stick to your TV screens. You can watch CNN IBN or CNBC Awaaz or CNBC TV 18.
Even Money Control, for
even
that
Money
matter.
Control. Tomorrow 7 a.m. when the poll counting starts. Okay, so 7 a.m. will be the action wherein you could see some initial gains. Probably by 9:30 you could get the initial trends.
Right.
And I think by 12 or maybe by 1, the picture should be clear that who is making the government at the center. Stay tuned to Money Control and all the Network 18 channels for your political news, updates, and obviously the stock markets.
Of course. But with that, have a great evening and come back and join in on a very important day. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Stay tuned to Money Control throughout the evening for all the latest updates and news.